Hi, my name is Nathan Sala, and I'd like to share a little bit about myself and hopefully provoke some thought along the way. And I'd like to do this by sharing how I've changed my personal beliefs on my religion. So, growing up, I'd always seen my parents as my number one role model. I always wanted to do what they were doing, and I always wanted to believe what they believed in. And I would do this really without question sometimes. We were Roman Catholic, we would go to church every Sundays, or most Sundays, we'd try to go every Sunday. Um, and I'd really gathered from masses that God was superior and always has and always will be. And so I really kind of feared God. And because of this, it was really easy for me to separate God and the real world. And this separation got quite significant. For example, in church school, because I would go every Wednesdays, we would learn about biblical events, and I just believed that they couldn't have happened on our earth. For some reason, I just thought that there was some other version of earth in heaven, and that's where these happened. I just couldn't wrap my mind around this coexistence of religion in our world. And because of this, I kind of lost a little faith, not so much in believing in God, but just the faith that He could really have an impact on our life. And it wasn't really until I had kind of religious conversations with my friends that I thought about changing this belief. All of my friends in middle school and kind of early high school, they were pretty religious. They were all Christian, of different denominations, but still Christian. And they had this relationship with God that was more loving. They kind of saw more as a helper. And I wanted to have this relationship too. So it was these conversations I had with my friends that made me want to start having a relationship with God. It made me want to have the real world and religion kind of become one. And at first, I was hesitant to do this because I knew that my faith had slipped just a little bit, and I feared that God would be upset with me. But I wanted to make it my belief, and this was my belief. It wasn't anything my friends had told me. It wasn't anything I had really gathered from my parents. It was my belief that God would be forgiving no matter what. That no matter what I did, God would still love me as long as I did my best to still love Him. And it wasn't until I made this realization that I was able to improve my relationship with God. And I'd kind of leaned on Him for help whenever I kind of found it necessary. I would reference God a lot in my friendships. Anytime I'd have a friend going through some struggle, I always wanted to be the one to help them. That's just kind of the person I am. I always want to put out a helping hand. But I know that there's some situations where I just can't control everything. However, I knew that no matter what it was, God would be there. If I couldn't be there for my friend, God would. And I liked that. That right there was why I was improving my relationship with God, because I knew that if there's something I couldn't do, God would help me. And as for my own struggles, I'm really a pretty stress-free guy. And I think it's because of this relationship that I have with God. No matter what happens to me, no matter what troubles I go in, I just don't let it stress me out too much. My saying, my friends hear it a lot, less stress equals more success. And I really believe in that. And I think that has really helped me lead kind of more of a happy life, especially in times when maybe other people find it hard to be happy. It's my relationship with God, this newfound relationship with God, that I've been able to lead such a happy life. And I just think it's important that no matter what it is, we all have something to lean on in times we may need it. And that's it. Thank you.